Okay, we are ready to try and determine who is the murderer. Ugh. Although, what do you want to see about this? Because we didn't get to do this one, so we've got... wooden branch, ribbon. There was the whole... Oh, we actually have to do stuff. Okay. Jump is B, X is round draw. Okay, well, let's try. Telling me to stay in my hands?
I will protect this island.
I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, we need to make a whirlwind around it, and then the whirlwind destroys it, and then we get an item. Honestly, though, I have no idea. I have no idea what this is, but it's an interesting diversion. Possibly. Oh, we pick up some stuff. That was good. I thought we were gonna be fighting the, you know. Little monster thing. Final wave. Maybe we do. I don't know. Ah. Oops. I don't know what triggers things. I'm out of health. Game over. Okay. Hi, Circle. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was weird. Run and draw. Well, there's a whirl attack. And then I didn't get the whole transform thing. It wasn't doing anything, so let's just save and oops. Can we go back? Yes. Let's just do the story. That was weird. Okay, so recap. Wrong button. We found Mahiru. Died around 3 p.m. Discovered inside the beach house, hit with what looks like a baseball bat. So we met Kazuichi. I can't remember whether it was 2 or 3 o'clock. At the diner near the beach. Right, Mahiru was killed in the beach house, which was very close to where it is. We saw Hiyoko running, crying across the parking lot at some point. My timeline's a bit iffy because I'm terrible with timekeeping. And then we saw Fuyuhiko in the parking lot and he disappeared. And the rule is you need 3 people before a body is declared discovered. So Hiyoko, Fuyuhiko, and then Kazuichi. Kazuichi triggered the 3rd person, then we all came running. He's tied up with chains in the little restaurant place. Can't decide if the volume's... I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. He was tied up. He's dead. We saw him on the road outside. He was on the island. The second island. He was with us from a certain point. He's dead because he was the killer. The last round. She turned up late in a wetsuit. Way after 3. She turned up in a very nice bikini. She was trying to be early. But I can't remember whether she turned up before or after we saw the little girl go across crying. I'm assuming she was crying because her friend is dead. Whether or not she did it or she just discovered the body, I don't know. So timeline as the princess definitely turned up after. Whether Chiaki turned up after or not, I don't know. Akane turned up covered in blood. Wearing a bikini thing. She said she'd been fighting with Nekomaru. And that's why she was covered in blood. So, those two could possibly alibi each other. I don't know whether he did the Moida, then reappeared and then did a discovery. He's very much not wanting to be part of the group. Feels weird that he would kill her, though. But there was the whole game thing, and he definitely went and did the game, and he had like a folder of stuff, so he is suspicious. Those two were becoming friends, or at least she was obsessing over her. I don't like her. I'm kind of hoping she is the murderer because I really don't like her, but that's not a reason. But at least it got me rid of the pervert cook earlier. So maybe if I just go, well, I really don't like her. She's kind of psychopath-esque. That'll just make her the murderer. I don't know. Because I thought he was my friend and he tended to be a psychopath. So maybe she'll turn out to be really, really sweet. Mikan. I think she was wearing her bikini underneath her outfit. She turned up earlier than Chiaki. Again, timeline unsure as to whether it was before or after. She thought she was going to be early. She was the one that thought she was going to be early. Ibuki turned up sometime in between or after Mikan. Possibly before Chiaki. Again, not sure if it was before or after 3. And Peko turned up in a very nice costume. Again, sometime. So, because all the girls were going to the beach, basically. Apparently she declined. So, but these 6 were going to the beach. And Kazuichi wanted a perv on them, so he asked me. As you do. So that's where we're at. But yes, so ignoring those rules, so class trial will begin. 3 or more discover a body for the first time, so that's why it didn't play until the thing. And then we've got our little pygmy. Right, so we discovered a Monokuma thing in here. I think that's the 4th for this chapter. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna end. There's a gummy on the floor. There's a Monokuma gummy. Gummy candy. Finding candy is clearly unnatural. Did someone drop it when they're inside the closet? I don't know. We got a yellow gummy. There's more to the surfboard case, but they're not put away properly. There's also an empty surfboard case. Yes, that's everything inside the closet. But we get points for looking at things for our level at the top. Up here. So, we will examine... Oh, interestingly, the TV is not as selectable this time. So, basically we came in, the investigation mode started, I was like, I want to look inside the closet. Okay, so this is the dead body, here, and this is the bat, which obviously killed her, or at least is staged to look like it killed her. Everyone changed out their costumes. Ooh, excuse me. So, let's start with Kazuaki Dragons. That's weird. What do you mean? I wanted to calm myself a little, so I thought about getting a drink from that refrigerator. I opened it a few days ago. Pretty sure there was a larger variety of drinks. I guess I'm just imagining things. I mean, who cares about drinks right now, huh? What are you talking about? Seriously, it's okay. I've resolved it on my own. So just drop it. Hey, you started it. Okay. Is there something weird about the refrigerator? There's a lot of drinks inside, but compared to last time, there are fewer. There's also a bunch of bottles. But, I mean, people have used it. The only drinks left in here look either sweetened or coloured. They look unhealthy. Did someone drink all the healthy drinks? There's a clue inside this trash can. That's what I thought, but there's only a bunch of empty plastic bottles. That is a clue. Okay. Yeah, it's the timeline I'm a little unsolid on. I think 3 is when we arrived at the diner. I think. Because I remember us saying, if we hadn't gone to the diner, if we'd have come to the beach house, maybe we'd have caught it. So I'm thinking 3 is when we arrived. So basically that gives no one an alibi but me. Because I didn't do it.
How suspicious.
Did you find some kind of clue?
See?
You know the footprints from earlier. They were in front of the entrance facing the beach, right? Oh, that.
Well?
Hajime and Kazuichi's footprints show that you guys were the first ones to go inside the beach house. But these footprints are just the opposite. They're coming out of the beach house.
Hey.
Now that you mention it, I thought those footprints were strange too. You did? Yeah, at first I tried to go into the beach house from the door facing the road. But it didn't open, so I went around and tried to go in from the beachside door. You couldn't go inside from the roadside door because my hero's body was blocking it, right? And that's when I noticed those footprints. Footprints leading from the beach house to the tunnel look like they belong to one person. Someone's footprints leading out of the beach house, huh? It's definitely suspicious. Now that you mention it, Pekko said she went for a little swim, right? Could those footprints be... Oh yeah, Pekko tried to swim to a different island and wasn't able to. So the only way to visit the islands is by the bridge, which is very suspicious.
Well...
Yes, unfortunately, I went swimming to scout the first beach. I do not know anything about this beach.
Maybe...
Is that really true?
But still...
But these footprints lead straight from the beach house to the tunnel. Since I was swimming at the beach, of course my footprints would lead from the shore to the tunnel. Then whose footprints are those? I'm gonna go with little pigtailed hair girl.
It appears...
It's no mistake that these are the killer's footprints, but I have no clue how that might be. Why is it no mistake? I mean, surely everyone going in and out of the beach house would have left footprints. For now, it's obvious that's a clue, right? Yeah, it's probably an extremely important clue. They are small footprints. According to the Monokuma file, the fatal blow was dealt with a blunt object. It's a metal bat, right? It's a metal bat. What's funny about it? Oh, it's the same as the Twilight Syndrome murder case. Oh, yes, that. There was the weird... Oh, she played it then. Game that we didn't understand that had like go 1 to 5 and people died. It was suspicious. We didn't really get any clues. Probably because it wasn't meant for us. It's the same as the Twilight Syndrome murder case. Huh? There's a girl named Girl E who was killed in the game during the 4th day. Sorry, I was reading the story and then I got a notification on my phone and I got distracted. What are you doing? Girl was killed with a blow from a metal bat, just like my hero. Interesting. That really looks like a picture of a girl there. Like the way the art is done. That sort of looks like a photograph with also drawing elements in there. It's really weird. It's like the arms look very like photo.
Hey.
Did you also play that game, Hajime? Is that why you're curious about the metal bat? Yeah, that's exactly it, but did you play it too? And I'm sure you know this, but this case this time is strongly connected to the Twilight Syndrome murder case, I think. In order to solve the mystery behind my hero's death, you probably need to solve that game's mystery too. But even if you solve the game's mystery, all the clues in it were lousy and useless. It started ambiguously, and it was still ambiguous when it ended.
That's wrong.
That's because you haven't beaten the game. Beaten? I finished the game with a game over, but you were able to beat it? I'm not some girl gamer who talks about video games she's never beaten. Ooh. Squeeze me. So what am I supposed to actually do to beat the game? Can't stop thinking about that for some reason. For now, I should focus on the investigation. So it's okay to say that metal bat is absolutely the murder weapon, right? I mean, it looks like it. I wouldn't say it's absolutely positively no questions asked, but
I see.
I will never forgive killing.
However,
Chiaki seemed quite different from her usual self. She must feel very strongly about killing. That it's not just Chiaki, there's no way anyone would forgive something like this. I guess you're right. Okay.
perhaps.
My hero probably wants us to do this too. She would want us to reveal the truth behind her death.
However,
What she really wanted, she probably wanted to spend time with all of us peacefully without something like this happening. Okay, she's no use. This is too weird. Something this weird should only happen in the song lyrics. He gets no checkpoint. Showroom repaired or under construction. That's right. The shower's being repaired so water won't come out. What about hot water? Well, that's impossible too. The shower's out of order, then isn't it just a waste of space?
I'm sorry.
Just when I was planning to fix it, my magic stick was taken from me, so I never got around to fixing it. The heck does your magic stick have to do with repairing?
You're so evil.
Anyway, it's all Monokuma's fault. Everything is all Monokuma's fault.
Ooh.
Oh, don't fall out. You're telling me you think I'm Monokuma's accomplice. You must have read my mind. Think what you want to me. I've already given it. Let me tell you this one more time. As long as you guys work together, you should be able to stand against any kind of despair. Yes, I will help with that. What help? You're doing the opposite. Oh well. Anyway, it looks like the shower room is definitely out of order. I guess to check the inside too. Ah, excellent. Do we get to go in there then? A nice spacious shower. This is huge. You could use it as a dressing room, but changing in the beach house is forbidden. What an unbelievable rule. I wonder what's small. Someone could crawl out of that. It's very high though. Can't. It's about 9 feet up. It's an iron barred window. Impossible to cross in and out through there.
What?
Are you thinking about that window? Yeah, I was thinking the killer might have escaped through there.
Leave it to me.
Alright, I got it. I'll pitch in and help you out. Huh?
Now then.
Come on, give me a piggyback ride. I'll check the window for you. Pitch in and help out? I feel like I'm the only one who's pitching in and
I'll
helping out.
pick you up.
You don't hurry up, I'll punch you. She's really into this. No matter what I see, it's not going to matter. Fine, I'll just leave it to you. Don't worry, my panties are clean. I I see, that's good. A deep sigh then bent over under the
All
window.
right.
As she shouted, Akane jumped onto my shoulders. Ugh.
Hey, your balance sucks. Make sure your stance is wider.
You're a lot heavier than I expected.
Yeah, because I'm so buff. Like, every time I get a massage, they tell me I'm just a mass of muscles.
A massage, huh? Do you have a trainer or something since you're the ultimate gymnast?
Nah, I don't have a trainer. My stepmom's lovers like to get drunk and give me full body massages.
That's not creepy at all. I shouldn't have asked.
So, how's the window?
Let's see. See. So that's what happened.
Did you find anything?
Well, since there's this iron bar, I was pretty sure no one would be able to get through the window.
But
Check it out.
Check it out. Hold on. I'll give it a try.
with Akane on my shoulders, I craned my neck to hide that I started to worry. Oh. It just opens out.
This iron bar ain't even pinned down. Looks like you can open and close it pretty easy. See? My head can fit through, no problem.
Then it's not impossible to go in and out of that window?
Yep.
Interesting. Akane jumped off my shoulders and flashed a wide grin. Isn't this a big discovery? Problem is, how are they able to reach that window? Even if I jump, I can't really reach it. But if two people work together like us, it wouldn't be a problem, right? If that's the case, it would mean the killer had an accomplice.
Huh?
Accomplice. Sounds like a big word. Is that the name of a kung fu master? But even if there was an accomplice, the person acting as a stepping stool would still be inside. But if you really think about it, just one person can get out of here without help, right? Really?
So, I
Yeah,
got
like-
it.
A freaking ninja could do it, you know. Ninja can climb fences and walls, no problem, right? So I thought it looked difficult to go in and out through that window, but not possible. So the heck, and I even took the time to lend you my wisdom.
Piss me off.
You're the one who said it was suspicious, so I took the time to patch it up.
You.
Such a waste of time to help you out. Were you still with my panties? No, I didn't. Oh well, it's not like Sen's a world. Tell me I didn't look at them. Okay, so... Oh yeah, it does look like it lifts up. Interesting. So if they could somehow maybe climb... Pretty much I noticed. If they could somehow climb up onto the shower thing, maybe they could get across. Don't tell the others, they will definitely misunderstand. Okay. Tricks if she called through them. Just creepy ass mask. Why is it there?
Could it be?
Did the killer wear that to conceal their face? Girl, they totally stand out and it's such a gaudy mask. Gaudy mask?
Huh?
That mask? You've seen this? Sandwich Esperito. It's a super fun anime with viewership surpassing 90% in my country. Anime that has a viewership of over 90%. Is Sonia's country really alright?
It cannot be.
Could it be? Was that math placed next to the body? Yes, it was. If that is true, could it be what?
I am sorry.
Please give me some time. Reasons unknown, Sonia rushed out the beast at beach house. What's with
It
that?
appears.
Looks like she knows something. that's the case, I should wait until she decides to return to talk about it. Okay, something to be worked up. It must be something big. What she knows. Something about the anime. Maybe the game. Oh, sorry. She's lost her life in her body. It's as if she's a shell. Is this really the energetic Mahiro I knew? It's here laying in front of me, but I still can't believe it. To be fair, those that are left. So, I didn't really like that guy who's a perv. She was weird, and she's creepy. He's angry, and he's a psychopath. But most people are really nice, but then that was the problem in the first game, in that people were nice, and then they did the deaths. They did the dyings. We picked up a present, but I don't know whether we got to keep it. It was like bunny ears or something, but we may have already had bunny ears. We might not have got to keep it because we didn't finish the thing. We don't have time to wallow in sentiments. There's no way I can just stand here. I slapped both my hands on my cheeks and faced my hero's body one more time. Leaning against the beach door that leads to the road, she leaned on the door. It was possible to open it. Maybe my hero tried to run away when she's attacked, tried to close the door. And it's going to be seen in the bloodstains as streaked as if she went through them. She used all the energy to crawl away, lean against the door and took a last breath. Someone as strong as her to run, she must have felt really desperate. Finished investigating all I can, but I'm still right now. This is the clues here. I don't think I have enough to find the truth. Looks like I should try investigating that again to figure out why my hero got killed. Twilight Syndrome medics. Tully was killed in that game by a single blow from a metal helmet. The same weapon that was used to kill my hero. It's no coincidence, right?
Actually,
in truth, this game's theme isn't missing. It's a really reoccurring theme for mysteries, right? It's kind of like a hidden connection. Let's even look, if that's his killer's motive for killing this time, mystery must be hidden inside that game. Plus, the person who might know about the mystery is standing right next to me. Should ask her about it. Hey, Jackie, I have something to ask you. Are you okay right now? Are you done investigating him? I think I finished investigating once through.
Yep.
Then let's go. Go?
So...
You want to know about Twilight Syndrome, right? Then I think you should actually play it yourself.
Let's go.
So let's go. You're right. Jackie, Lieben, and I left the beach house and headed over to Jabberwock Park where that unsettling arcade machine was placed. But I never expected that person to be waiting there. Hitman guy. Yakuza guy. No! How did he get out?
Hello there.
How did floppy-haired Psycho get out? Hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. I'm glad you guys are doing well. Nagito? It feels like it's been a long time since I was able to talk to you two like this. Even though we haven't spoken for a few days.
Why?
Why are you here? Well, there's no need to worry about a loser like me. More importantly, did you hear? Apparently my hero got killed this time. Jeez, how horrible. She was the heart of our group, always spirited and very eager to talk. For her to be killed, if only I could have taken her place, I would have gladly done it.
Amazing.
But still, you guys are able to shine because this outcome is full of despair, right? That's right. No matter how dark the despair, hope can shine much brighter and stronger. Though I do feel bad for my hero. This is quite exciting. How will everyone overcome despair this time? It looks like you feel no remorse. Jeez, as usual, he's like crazy as almost pissing me off. So why are you here? Who told you about my hero?
Now.
You don't have to make that scary face. I'll tell you, you know. You know me.
It's Monami!
Monami. Is me? You. Why'd you untie Nagita without anyone's permission? Did I do bad? I just wanted everyone to get along and, you know, cooperate. There's no way we'll get along. You already know what kind of guy he is.
That's...
Fighting among friends is what Monokuma wants you guys to do. Yes, but he set someone up to be killed.
Now.
Hajime, you should forgive her. Monomi is making a valid point too. You have no right to say that. But now's not the time for friends to fight. It's going to be a class trial for the hero, right?
That's right!
That's why everyone must work together and have Monokuma. Enough already, just go away. Nagita, you two hurry up and get lost.
Man.
Well, I'm a little lonely, but I guess I'll do that. I already saw the true ending of that game, so there's really no reason for me to be here. True ending?
Now then.
So, although I may be a little late, I too will do some investigating for a while. I'll try to be useful in my own way. Who do you want to be useful to, the killer or us? Isn't it obvious? I'll always be on the side of hope. The more I talk to him, the creepier he gets. The more I listen to him, the more I don't understand him. If he didn't exist, this situation would be a lot easier to deal with. Yeah, but if he didn't exist, then I'm not sure there would have been a killing to start with. He started it all off. Damn it.
Hey.
Let's just move on and start the game. You're right. No walkthrough.
Huh?
I feel like I'm just going to repeat the set day and fourth day, then we get game over. So there's a walkthrough. Can you tell me about it?
Well,
When you get a game over, that's the walkthrough. What do you mean?
want me to tell you?
I'll tell you if you want. There's a hidden command. A hidden command?
See?
You should have seen it. You know that thing that was displayed over the game over screen? Is that? Down 5. Oh!
That's right.
Doesn't mean down 5 drinks or something. It means you have to press down 5 times. Hidden command is down button 5 times. The real game. Oh, it's a trick. This is expected of the ultimate
Nope.
gamer. It's nothing to do with it being a beginners, it's just you get it or you don't. In fact, Nagita got it on his own, so he looked like he managed to beat the game. Come on, give it a try. Yeah, I got it. Didn't even notice that, so... This game is a work of non-fiction. Any resemblance to real persons living or dead is purely intentional. Press down 5 times on the title screen. Let's do this. New door. Press down 5 times with your own hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Truth Edition. It's a good change,
Yep.
that's right. It's the real game. Twilight Syndrome Murder Cases, Truth Edition. Should start it up. We need to find out where this is abusive. Start now if I press the menu button, right? Let's begin. We open with a specific murder case, a tragic killing that occurred within the grounds of the academy that the girls attended. Based on their understanding of the crime scene, the police ruled that the incident was the work of a pervert who snuck into the school grounds. However, there was a secret behind that incident. Even before the Jareds had first discovered the body, there were students who witnessed the crime itself. The students were 5 high school girls. They didn't want to get involved in the incident, so they tried to hide the fact they were first to discover it. However, tragedy befell those girls. Several days after the incident, one of the 5 girls, Girl E, is murdered by someone. What in the world happened at this once peaceful academy? By playing the missing first and third days, you'll be able to understand that mystery. All the answers you seek are hidden in this Truth Edition. Will you be able to reach the truth? Now then, let's start with the first day where it all began. Excuse me. Still kind of tired. But yes, hopefully everyone's doing okay and enjoying the story. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry for keeping you all waiting. Jeez, we're gonna go home late because we have to wait for Slowpoke Girl A. Come on, Girl B, you don't have to be that mad. Hey, don't go for taking photos without permission. You might mistake us for good friends. I'm not your friend. Oh, there's no way I'd ever be friends with a nasty, trashy picture. You? The way Girl B treats people, even loan sharks looking to collect would get sick to their stomachs. Is Girl E here yet? Apparently she forgot something. She told us to wait just a little longer. She can't find a school swimsuit? His swimsuit, huh? Maybe it got stolen. Stolen? You don't know. A pervert's been spotted in the area recently. You should be super careful, girl, eh? Chubby weakling like you makes the perfect prey. Hey, stop it. Galei's getting really scared. Yeah, it's fun to bully Galei. What was that sound? It sounded like glass breaking. Sounds like it came from the second floor. Let's go. Golly, what happened? Don't know. I walked by the front of the music room just now, and then I suddenly heard the sound of glass breaking. Is someone in there? That's what I think, but I think the door's locked. I can't get it open. You're right, it's locked. Did someone lock it from the inside? Is someone really in there? Alright. There's a smudge right in front of my eyes, which is making it hard to read. That's better. And if we use the key from the teacher's lounge, we can open this door, right? Go to the teacher's lounge and get the key to the music room. The teacher's probably gone by now, so I'm sure we can bring the key over in secret. I have a bad feeling about this. I found the key, no one was there, so it was super easy to get. Let's open it right away. Creak. Okay. Killer, you lead the way. Me? Come on, hurry. So, E wasn't with them, and E died later, so... Oh. So his leg on the floor. She's not laying down. She's dead. Dead? That's impossible. Why? Huh? Hear your voice. They might still be nearby. Nearby? I mean, this looks like someone murdered her. Murdered her? Seriously, shut up. What's going to happen if the killer notices us? What should we do? What should we do? See, so that's what happened. I found it. The killer's escape route. Escape route, could it be? The window? The window's broken. The sound we heard from the entrance door was probably the window breaking. Someone probably locked the music room door from the inside and after killing the skull, they broke the window and escaped outside. She got hit by something when she died, but I can't seem to find anything bloody here. What happened to the weapon? Did the killer take it? So the killer just ran out the window? If they just wanted to run away, they could have opened the window. Why did they have to break it? I'll leave in a hurry. Look, there's evidence. The fish tank by the window is tipped over and all the gravel is scattered. Must have accidentally tipped it over when they were frantically trying to get away. Frickin' fish tank. Okay. It's not too high to jump from the second floor, so maybe they thought it'd be safer than using the hallway. But I mean, no one would have known had they not made the smashy window noise. But is that really it? I mean, to lock the door, you'd have to either lock it from inside the music room or use the lounge key. And when I went to get the music room key in the teacher's lounge, so the killer wouldn't have had time to return the key before they broke the window. And the door could have been locked from the inside. That means the killer was inside the music room. So we get out from the music room, and usually passed us by in the entrance hall. We didn't see anyone pass by. Which means the killer's only escape route was this window. That perv I heard about, he's the one that's stuck inside the cool grass. Oh, I'm hoping this tired wears off a bit. I want to find out what happens in the story. The school swimsuit was stolen. I couldn't find it anywhere. And the perv who stole Girlie's swimsuit also murdered that girl over there. Probably locked the music room so they could rape her, but she ended up resisting. So they frantically tried to get away, broke the window and escaped. Isn't it bad if we stay here much longer? I mean, I don't want to get involved in something like this, and the killer might still be around too. It's bad, uber bad. We better hurry up and run. Don't we have to report this to police? Do you know what happens when you report this kind of stuff to the police? You become the prime suspect just because you found the body first. Definitely don't want that. To be fair, that's what I'm doing to the pigtailed little girl, because quite clearly she found the body first. That's what she's a suspect. Yeah, it'd be best if we left this room how we found it. Just lock the door and leave everything how it was. Please wait, don't leave me. Third day. Goldie. Sorry, did I make you wait? So what's up? You asked me to meet here. Don't tell me you're going to confess your love to me. What happened? I mean, we used to look at this photo. Day of the incident, I found this one. I peeked into the next door classroom as I was going home. Couldn't help taking a picture. What do you think these broken vase pieces mean? That sound we heard from the entrance hall wasn't the sound of a window breaking. What is this? I don't know anything about this vase. And if that's the case, the killer didn't escape from the window. Seriously, I don't know anything. It's okay, I made sure to throw it away. Huh? If anyone found it, you'd be in trouble, right, girl? Are you trying to blackmail me? Of course not, that's not what this is about. If there's something you're hiding from me, I want you to say it. You're my friends, right? You didn't say anything either? I knew you... No, I knew that girl who got killed was tormenting you. Huh? No, she wasn't just tormenting you, she was seriously making your life a living hell. I bet she was in your photography club back in middle school, right? She was probably jealous of your talent, so she... I'm supposed to be your best friend. If you told me, none of this would have happened. Girlie, don't tell me. That bitch thought she could do anything she wanted because of her family's influence. I just couldn't stand it anymore. You know, at first I tried to talk to her, but that bitch started talking shit about how she'd target me next time, so... I felt a sudden rage, and before I knew it, I was choking her. And then she lost consciousness, but things would have been worse if she woke up, so... That's why I had to do something about it. That's... It's not my fault or yours. It's all her fault. Blame the victim. Even if she was a bully, she didn't deserve to die. So Girlie killed Gil F. Oh, Guy F. Okay. So anyway, the girl that didn't have I think the one that was first killed was killed by Girl E. Bitch Girlie was it? Which was her on the day of the incident. Looks like she threw something away here. What was it? The hell is this photo? This vases. Could it be the sound of breaking glass was actually this? If it wasn't, why did she try to secretly get rid of this? That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister? Ah, okay. Looks like I need to ask her a few questions. And that bitch really did that. I will never, never forgive her. Right, okay, so little sister died. This is the end.
That's right.
That's the truth edition. The incident's first day and third day depicted in it. How you felt in all 4 events from the first day to the 5th day. Hey Jackie, what do you think of the characters in this game? You mean like Girl A and Girl B? Their names make no sense and they have no romantic chemistry either. No, not that.
See?
While you were talking, it looks like the ending staff roll started. Staff roll?
Perhaps.
Should be able to find out what you want to know if you look at it, probably. What I want to know is on the staff roll. Producer, Monokuma. Director, Monokuma. Supervisor, Monokuma. Plan scenario, Monokuma. Programmer, Monokuma. Graphics, Monokuma. Sound, Monokuma. Cast, Sumiki, Kazumi Kiyoko, Miedo Sata, Kazuru. Just now?
See?
Didn't I tell you? What you want to know is going to be in here.
Miracle!
Congratulations! Oh, congratulations! You have finally beaten Twilight Syndrome murder case. Now that you guys have played this game through to the end, you should already know. That's right, this game is a non-fiction game based on an actual past incident. Is that true?
By the way,
non-fiction means an original story based on historical fact or record. Hey, answer my question. Well, even if this is non-fiction, you guys probably don't remember it. That can't be helped. The school life you no longer remember is the setting for this story. Our school life?
isn't that wonderful?
Anyway, congratulations. Now then, as for the ending prize that I'm supposed to give you as your reward for clearing the game, I won't give it to you. Ending prize? There was only one ending prize and I already gave it to the first person to beat it. Disappointing. Second prize. Like, I was told the same thing when I beat it too. And it was too late. If I'd known something about this was going to happen, I would have played the game sooner. Yep, ending prize has been added to the truth bullets. And that's what was given to... Yoko. Yoko. That was one of the names in the credits. But yeah, I think that name was in there twice. I'm not sure. I'm really bad with names. The ending prize isn't the problem, is what Marcuna said. I mentioned how we use our school life as the setting of the game. Just as I thought it's connected to this time too, but is it really true? We're living our school lives and our memories were completely taken. Is something that crazy actually possible? And what do they do to us? It looks like there's something in the line. Huh? Could we submit the credits as a truth bullet, please, so I can read them again?
Perhaps.
Monokuma probably said the same thing to everyone else's people in this game. This game is non-fiction. It's the missing link that existed in our forgotten school memories. Someone died? Do you believe it, or do you really believe our memories were taken? I don't know, but instead of thinking about that right now, we've got to focus on solving this mystery first. Whether you believe it's the motive or not, it's clear that a murder did occur. If that's the case, then I need to question them directly. If I do that, I might be able to learn something. You're talking about the people whose characters appear in the game, right? I'll go too. That's right, if I get some information from them, I might get to find out about something. About the mystery behind my hero's death, about whether the game is true or not. We really had our school memories taken away.
Hey.
Let's hurry and ask the others. While you're at it, ask them how it feels to be characters in the game.
Leave it to me.
Also, if you want to gather your thoughts about the content of the game, talk to me anytime. I see, thanks, that's a huge help. We are right now, but we won't learn anything when we stand here. Right, let's go. The other names were probably in there as well. I'm just, as I said,
Hello
I'm
there.
just really bad at remembering names when they're not familiar. Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki, you meet again. Timing's too perfect, you were waiting here, weren't you?
You caught me?
Wouldn't it be best if we travelled together? If you've beaten the game, we must think similarly, right?
Man,
No, maybe I'm being a little too conceited. A guy like me thinking similar to you guys. It's okay. Make your point.
Well,
There's an airport on the first island. I told them to meet up there. Then,
you don't know?
the characters who appeared in the Twilight Syndrome murder case, of course. Girls must be busy with their investigations too. It would be a waste of time if we both questioned them, no?
Bye now.
If you want to hear what they have to say, you should come with me. I'll go ahead and wait for you guys. What should we do? I guess the only thing we can do is go. I guess you're right. Where am I?
Hey.
Well, at least it will let us know what it said. I don't think you put it in truth bullets. Yeah, I know who has that. And that is Fuyuhiko. Kazuri.
Hey.
Oops, didn't mean to put that. Just trying to I am really tired. It's me over here. Mikan, Ibuki, Yoko are all here. The names on the staff roll for Twilight Syndrome murder case were Sumiki, Koizumi, Seonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kizurio. Were they? That one was.
Wow.
Really wanted Fuyuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out from.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize.
What?
Okay to be absent? I thought you said we'd get executed if we didn't come. Executed? I mean, you said Monokuma had something important to tell us, right? We came because you told us that. Sorry, that was a lie. You tricked us.
What the? Jeez!
Then I'm leaving.
Wait.
Can you wait until we finished our business with you, right, Hajime? This is like I'm seeing tumors in Nagito. No, I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from them. Summary, okay. Characters appearing at high school girls. A, B, C, D. Individuals with guy F. High school girl and then one at the cook club at the beginning. First day. Murderer cooked in the music room. 5 high school girls. Didn't get involved. Pretend they didn't see it. Second day. Murder case. Pervert. Girl B had taken a picture of the crime scene. Girls were afraid to be cursed. I forgot about that. Girl E ripped this photo to shred. Next is a third day. D summons E and shows her a certain photo. Broken vase in the classroom next to the crime scene. He gets really upset, throws that photo in the garbage. After a
Well?
quick photo. Finally, on the 4th day. Girl E has a voice that says, I'll never forgive you. Dies from a bullet to her head with a
Hey,
knockback.
hey.
That's about it. Thanks, that was a big help. But there were credits at the end. I really wish that had been a thing. Hey, Ibuki, can I ask you something?
Why, you?
Bring it on! You played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case?
Aw.
Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things. Ibuki's a tough girl, so don't touch anything powered by electricity except electric guitars. Pretty sure that's a lie, but now's not the time to really dwell on something like that. A unique tool and hyper energy. There's a character like that in the game too. Let me ask you one thing. What's the relationship between you and Mahiro? You mean that in a perverted way? No, in a normal one.
Aw.
Well, if you ask me, Ibuki's encounter with Mahiro was,
Oh!
When I asked Mahiro this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this really disappointing face. A disappointing face?
I see.
Yeah, but disappointment varies depending on the person. Ibuki associates it with the department store rooftops. They focus on Mahiro? That just makes me think of AI Somnium Files.
That's totally it!
It turns out Mahiro had business to do and she wants to invite me to that instead. Something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone. What have you already got plans? Do you know what she meant by everyone? I didn't ask. I see. Mahiro invited Ibuki. Why? Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Hi, Evo. Is this emoji? Super Ultra Combo. What is the Super Ultra Combo thing you and BX seem to have? Is it some sort of fighting game watching thing? Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, Mother? Oh, since we said we weren't going to play that game, also I'm not really good at video games. So when I panicky easily. Her timid tone. I'm pretty sure Girl A character was like that too. Sorry, I was trying not to sneeze on the microphone.
Hey.
Anyway, can you tell us about your relationship with Mahiro? Relationship with Mahiro? We first met her when we first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. After arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her. Did Mahiro hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me. She doesn't know anything. No, it's not like she doesn't remember anything. Even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person. Invite? She invited me this morning. This morning? She looked very serious, and I was wondering if we'll meet up so she could discuss something. We had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she had a slimy face and said she would schedule for another day. But only if I went with her, this wouldn't have happened. Mahiro invited me to. Why?
I see.
Looks like we've obtained some valuable testaments based on that. It seems like Mahiro also got to beat that game. Why? Why'd you know that?
You don't know?
She wouldn't have chosen these people to talk to. Because she beat the game, she talked to the people who were pitting her. Just like what we're doing right now.
But still.
But in her case, it was much more serious, probably. She was forced to learn that she was involved in that game. That's true. But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiro would play that game. It's true, that's unexpected. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Huh?
What? I remember. Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me.
No mean.
Tempt. That's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
That's disrespectful towards Mahiro.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings would change just because of Eustace Skylight when you tempted her. That time she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's what it was. But heck,
Well,
more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet, Zelda. Counting on you, Hyoki.
hey,
Well, Harry spoke to everyone who played in the game. She should have talked to you too, right? Well, he okay? She never talked to me at all.
That's weird.
Surprise, I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Bye.
So, I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now. Hey, Hiyoko. Ignoring my voice, Hiyoko ran away as though she was avoiding me. Looks like it's okay to say she ran away. You guys suspicious, not much is decided. Decided?
Now then.
Regardless, it looks like we're finished here, so why don't we part ways for now? Still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
See you around later. Hey! I guess this problem. Maybe this next exit was pushy. Jackie, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate? It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over to Mihiru's cottage first. Mihiru's cottage? She beat the game, it's best if we investigate there, I think.
See?
She might have that. Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You okay with that, right? It's your cue to say yes. But yeah, it's really annoying because like the names and the credits, it is good music, didn't stay long enough to become an evidence piece, so my brain probably didn't like associate them with people.
See?
There's something in the back. A lot. Moving after your toll will be 2/3 rate, so I need to make sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others I want to investigate too. Okay, let's just go inside. Well, I'm going to grab... Compared to my room, the cottage has a somewhat pleasant smell wafting through the room. Rose Mahira is here, but she's not coming back. Then I should
See?
try looking for a naughty book. Why?
Yep.
I was only kidding. Kidding? Are you that kind of person? I don't feel nervous anymore. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on top of the bed. Top of the bed? Oh, why does she have that? I'm certainly getting that first.
No.
See? Hey.
Yeah, this might be the ending prize. One can we get for the first person to beat that game. But there you go. The Yakuza guy had an envelope. Oh, hang on, just bear with me. I'll look inside the envelope in 1 second. Just need to stretch. Actually, I'm just gonna get a snack. I'll be right back. Sorry. Very falling asleep here. What's inside the envelope? Let's find out. Turn over the envelope and what came falling out was a few photos. Are they the photos from the game? This photo. Oh, this is... Well, we can... So we can a big in local. This was some sort of entrance hall. Let's just type that game.
Yep.
The similar scene during the first anime Twilight Studio edition. B was in a bad mood because A was late. D tried to cheer her up by taking a picture. Is this a photo she took? Look at this photo too. Next to here in the broken vase. Do you need them?
But still.
This is more shocking. That's a dead person. This is the dead girl from the first day. Click on the murder that occurred on the first day.
Oh.
I'm blaming the pervert. Astro pen. Okay, so maybe Girl D was my hero. If I did Girl E. That looks less like a picture then. The other one looked like a picture because it had the red in. Yeah, that one. It only matches the body in the game.
See?
Let's just go in. So D must have been my hero. Maybe guy at F is Furihiko. But then where would he go back? And check on the body? Making assumptions. Based on who was in the game. With that, we finished looking at all the photos. Very many photos. It's the ending prize. What's depicted in this photo is proved it's based on an actual murder. But the stuff about our memories being stolen. What's this? Something else?
See?
It's a note. Oh, so I was right. Fuyuhiko did get it first, and it was his sister that died. Appearing Twilight Syndrome after you get a game over press down 5 times to the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you ordered to my sister. We'll talk then. That's right.
Wait. Time out.
Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahiro. Someone else sent this to Mahiro. That one person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiro wasn't just lured there by Nagito, she also received this envelope. That's why she played the game, right? And the person who played the game first, them looks very familiar. In other words, sister written this note. Based on these clues, I can't think of anyone other than him.
Hey.
Damn. This game looks like a bloodbath. Well, yes, people die in every chapter. Homebody was getting to you at the end. Did you keep getting caught by the killer? Well, I don't think I got that far. You can't move fast with those old school mechanics. Yeah, I'd say I didn't finish it because I was just doing a showcase. It was very hard to run from the killer. So, I'm fairly certain it was him. And it's his sister who died. You can. Ibuki and Hyoko were there. Girls. A, B, and C. And I'm guessing Mahiro was girl D. But wasn't she being bullied by his sister then? And girl E, who died, killed his sister for her. Maybe that's why he killed her. Why does he remember the sister? Oh, maybe Monokuma gave him back his memories for this round. Yes, and Gebra came here to investigate. Because we did that, we discovered a very important clue. I agree. There's still one thing left. Find out who actually killed Mahiro, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry. Jimmy, Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, there's 10 charms, they say. What a coincidence, are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Do you need to play the first one to play this? I'd say this one will make less sense if you've not played the first one. Because you won't know who Nakuma is. I always recommend playing games in order. But as I'm only on chapter 2 of this, I don't know whether there's any other bits that rely on you having played the first one. Conceptually, I would say play the first one first. It would make sense. Don't say that, I was just thinking about filling you in on the results of my investigation. Results? Did you find something?
Bow to me.
Oh, let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes. Huh? Just kidding, I'm just joking. Uh-huh. Didn't sound like a joke to me.
Actually,
It's about the footprints. You left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? Did you find out whose footprints those are? You want to know? I'd recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you? Of course you'll come with me, right? Don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but if I can get a clue. What are you going to do, Chiaki? I'm going to try to talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything.
So,
I'll leave this to you.
yep.
That's definitely a good idea. Someone like me tried to talk to him, it would be impossible, but it might be different with a guard. Be careful he doesn't get rough with you.
yep.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
What?
Did you actually want to stay? Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there. Oh my god, it's creepy. I really like Jackie. I think she's taking the role of like the detective lady. The ultimate detective. Who was in the first one. And being an investigative pal now, the creepy guy is revealed to be a psychopath. And that doesn't really mean anything. Let me go to the beach. Yes. I mean, it's not like this game makes much sense anyway, but it will make even less sense. You've not played the first game. And like, absorb the story. Not just whiz through to get the achievements. Oh, I think that's a new one. No, that's me. Ooh, I got a bloop. That's not me. Let the good times roll. Ooh, that's new. That's not new. That's new. Bell-bottom jeans in there. I think that's me. That's the red thing as well. Thank you. Sweet bum bag. Sweet bum bag. Right, color jeans. It was, isn't it? There was another ring there. Maybe I kind of would like that. Yeah, because that's what that's called. Why that's called that. Oh, main rock. Main rock. And a drop. Looks like toilet paper. I just wanted to thingamajiggied. So. I don't have to. I can always fill those blanks in if I need to. Corners.
So you have appeared.
I was right.
What happened, sinner?
I already assumed you would come here.
Fine.
There's nothing you can hide from me. Supreme Overlord wields the four dark devas of destruction. Thus I know everything. For instance, I happen to know you
I can see it!
were preoccupied with your infantile beach play.
Nature, the collective
Not. What I
will
love
of
is
the
silence
world.
and solitude. That's it. That's precisely it. I see, so you wanted to be invited too.
Now then.
My,
Nagito!
Whoa!
I don't know why he's here.
Hello there.
Thank you for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with mild bruising. Clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
You two have arrived at a good time.
Good news!
I've discovered something very terrible. Terrible discovery? Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonia's, but there's something I noticed too. You too, Mika? Yes, this is great. Appears the investigation is reaching its boiling point.
Oh my.
She looks strangely excited.
Oh!
Don't get it, but at least one princess, that was Sonia, something else. No, that guy is weird. Tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out whose footprints as well? Actually, how are you going to find them? Yes, after listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Probably better to say I snuck in. To everyone's cottages. Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in. Bastard, he did something shady again.
Now then.
Why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. You were comparing shoe prints. Clearly. Next to us water down at the entrance to the beach house and went to Fred some papers he was holding. Take a look. Oh no, he just drew around everyone's shoes. Well, that makes sense. I went to the trouble of gathering all this. Oh, it's footprints, I see. So the reason you stuck inside everyone's cottages was
Yep.
to get a sample of everyone's footprints. Fortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Yes, I guess it's no big deal. It seems it's obvious that the footprints belong to this person. Yes. Footprints, are they?
Yep.
Hyoku Seonji. Hyoko?
Well,
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lay her out of the cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? She stayed in I couldn't sneak in.
perhaps.
So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be able to get back to her cottage. Treating her like a small animal. But it was totally worth it. The footprint I collected there was smaller than anyone else's and matches the footprints at the beach house. There's no mistake, those are Hyoko's footprints. I figured that out already. Based off the fact that I'd seen her running past in tears. Because I bet she either wasn't invited or declined the invite to the beach because her friend had already invited her. It's not like a stupid grand or anything, but I found something really interesting at a cottage. Something interesting?
See?
These candies. That's like a gummy we found. Strawberry, melon, grape and orange. Looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies. Should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips. Yes. These people are probably autistic. What's wrong with that? It's not clear if this relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case, coming from that guy, that means it probably greatly relates to the incident. Gummy bag. Is that family again? You had something to say too, right? Compared to the others, what I've said isn't that important. So please don't get your hopes up and be disappointed. I get it, just get on with it. The best to perform the autopsy and I was able to find out. My hero was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly the metal bat. But every cloud has a dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. So it looks like my hero didn't suffer. What does that mean? There's no doubt that she died instantly. Her death was instant. Sounds a little stranger, but I remember that. Yes, because we had the whole, well, she crawled and propped herself up on the door. Obviously not. She was dragged and placed. Another thing I found. Sorry, I started talking on my own. Were you busy, right? Just tell me.
Well,
During the autopsy, I discovered this in my hero's... I was going to tell you in person. I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox, but... Seems that someone wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep the secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Yoko Seonji. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't. I probably discussed over it. Okay, if we change the place and time, I want you to come to the beach house in the second room at 2:30. If there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting, keep it a secret until then. Let's try to see each other for a while. Yeah, okay. Slatter. Slatter's really means Yoki met up with Mahiro, right? Plus, Mahiro's estimated time with us was around 3 PM and they met 30 minutes prior. Think about what that implies then. Don't get confused. Oh, if it's true, what does it mean? What happened between Mahiro and Hijab? Okay. Okay.
It appears, now that you
Yeah.
mention it, my apologies.
You aren't being up, but that's fine. But I get points for talking to you.
Big news!
Big news. Huge news. What's the big news?
See?
Remember the sandwich Esperito mask that was next to Mahiro's body? Or the mask that could have used to hide their face?
Listen!
No, that is not correct. So the mask was not just used to hide their face. What was it for?
Well?
Sparkling Justice. Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer, self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly they're a serial killer who only murders other criminals. Oh god, this is like Jack from the first game.
That is
You
an
don't look so
order!
disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
Hey,
This Sparkling Justice character, that's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? In the library. It's true the mask we found is a hero mask.
Wow!
It's a heroine mask to be exact. Sun Witch Esperito is a pretty witch girl. See, a heroine. Anyway, so you're saying it's possible that the serial killer is the one who killed my hero. Why is there so many serial killers in this school? There was one in the last game and there's one in this game. Which means there's a serial killer hiding in this. Pretty sure I've seen a twist like that in some video game. Yeah, literally the last game. Stupid serial killer, my ass. Killers used to cover them the face.
That's weird.
But even so, they sure choose something that stands out. It might be true, but
however,
although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it'd be best if we exercise some caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called Sparkling Justice?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The hell?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
Sounds like a freaking anime character. What the heck was that?
Well?
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
What?
An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase.
Do you have a minute?
I read it in a magazine in the library. There's only been ever one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it.
However...
In the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too. No good can come of getting involved with a serial killer. The serial killer may not want to hear that from you. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, no one knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Isn't it kind of a stretch to say there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
Listen!
Who does that near in our group? It's possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along, before they decided to murder my hero.
Wow.
That's probably not possible. But that is the only thing I can think of. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. Sonia. I do understand Sonia's feelings, but it's highly unlikely there's a serial killer hiding on this island. Someone's using it as a cover-up? Or, ironically, there is another serial killer hiding on the island, but it's one of a school group. Ding dong bing bong! Time for the trial.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end! Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle! The hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain! So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock! Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance. I'll see you soon!
Now then.
Fine, the investigation is over. We got a little poop in that time. But yeah, I was gonna have a look if that Mononomi thing is. Wow, I've got to get to level 99. Definitely investigating while I can. The island mode. No, I've got to clear all the stages. Oh, well, I'm hoping there's a hint on that. Collect all the stages, clear all the stages. Oh. Finally starting the class trial where our hopes and the killer's hope will finally clash. It's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Alright!
Let's go prove it. What's he so excited about? There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. The trial field where Monokuma is waiting. I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
There's no escape. We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go. As we talked amongst ourselves, we left the beach house and my hero's body. No sympathy.
Why you?
Shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Peter.
Stop it!
What's going on?
Sheesh.
Yoko is trying to run away, so Monokuma brought her here by force. Yoko is still trying to run away, so Monokuma is trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Damn it!
If you don't stay put, I'm going to make you part of this island's food chain. I'm making you waste my sweet ass time. No other problem to deal with besides this world. Where's Hiko? Guy, he totally ditched. He totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off. Oh god, that's disgusting. Is that gonna change his form? I'm right here. Hiko, you came. I was worried about you. There's no way for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still.
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza. Accept defeat is not an option. Hiko, what does that mean? It's all good. The trial heats up. It's good.
Anyway,
Like everybody's here. Start now.
see ya later!
Go first and be step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Not meant to be proud yet.
Like,
Do you even have to reverse?
Show some spirit.
If you don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy.
This too must be the
So,
will of causality.
beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our spirits high so we can one day find that shining hope. Shut up, Gito. That's right, moving forward is the only option.
Damn it.
Get my points.
Cause it's... Listen!
Then
Alrighties!
It's nearly.
You're so evil!
For some reason my breathing was short and I was eventually struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside the lab. Rumbling, falling, easy lift. There are fewer people in it than there was before. Fluctuating between hope and despair. My heart was a rotting fruit, swallowing the sun before finally was squish. Stop breathing. Consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to enjoy that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. After a while, the elevator vibration gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. And defeat the team.
so
Decided to start decorating. So look, Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
impossible.
It's not like I'd allow you to think anyway. Otherwise, anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention?
No.
Nothing really. It's essentially this killing game. It's just to kill time anyway. Kill time? Break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
Like
This is only going to be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. Enjoy the class trust from the bottom of your hearts. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Hiro Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. More importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us. Well, it ain't gonna be that guy in red because he's dead. Wanna believe it? I don't wanna believe it. I don't wanna believe it, but okay, in red is the people that are dead. Those two are the victims. Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. At least we suspect ourselves, I guess. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, it's no other way for us to survive. Life-threatening trial, but in despair has begun. Yes. Probably take a quick stretchy break. I'm not using all of my thingies, but... Okay, we'll just take a short break. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Nice.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
That means there was a murder at Hope's Peak Academy before this lot even happened.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find